next is passion. And for me, love and joy merge into bliss and ecstasy. That's partly my next book. And so our passion is our core gift in life. It's not what we're talented at. It's what we're passionate about that's the gift we have, because one leads to another. You know about the 10,000 hour rule, that if you do something for 10,000 hours, you gain expertise. 10,000 hours, that's so 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year. You get 2-week vacation from it for 5 years to gain expertise. Who would do that? Who would play the piano or hockey or whatever? I mention hockey because Wayne Gretzky, when he was 3 years old, discovered his passion for hockey. He would sit down and watch Saturday night hockey in Canada, or whatever the show is called, with his parents. And when the hockey game would end and they turned on the TV, he would cry. And so he had his passion for hockey at age 3. I had my passion for sacred music at the same age. At 5 minutes to noon, Mahalia Jackson would come on the radio, would come on the television at 5 minutes to noon every weekday. And you know, Mahalia was a great gospel singer. She would belt out a gospel number. And my mom has come and heard me talk, and she has said, yes, this is true. She's verified it. I used to throw a hissy fit if I wasn't in front of the TV at 5 minutes to noon every weekday for Mahalia. Because there's something, you find that thing in your heart that is your central passion. And that driving passion brings you into the space of inspiration. Of course it does. And by the way, the role of passion in creativity, you know how much it's been studied by the psychologists? Very little. Virtually not at all. It's like what? They don't study intuition. When they study intuition, they define it as unconscious thinking, which it's not. They don't tend to study passion. They don't tend to study imagination. They define it as visual imagery, which that's kind of narrow. So they're missing out on the juicy stuff of the creative experience. In 2010, the field admitted that they don't know squat about the creative process. There was a review article reviewing all the literature in creativity, and they basically mentioned the word creative process 12 times. Most of them were like, boy, we should really try to figure out this creative process thing. I'm not joking. You read this paper and you go, wow. They never interviewed an artist, poet, writer, a sculptor, composer, inventor, nothing. Nobody did that research. None of that was cited in this article. They reviewed hundreds of journal articles, book chapters, monographs on creativity, and not once did they actually look at how human beings who immerse themselves in creative experience every day create. And one of the things is that they have this driving passion. Part of the reason I always loved Michael Jordan is I heard an interview with him when he was still in college. And he talked about how he loves the game of basketball more than life itself. And he lives for that moment when the game is on the line. And everything is determined at a split second. You either make the shot and win, or you miss the shot and lose. And he lived for that. And he took a lot of shots, and sometimes he missed the game-winning shot. But Lord knows he made a lot of them. And so he said, the greatest thing about the game of basketball to me is the passion, the love I have for it. Because when you have a love for anything, you'll go to the extreme to maintain that level. So I say, do you know what that is? Can I wake you up at 3 in the morning and say, what is that core passion of yours? Can you tell me what it is? Would you know? Like I would tell you at 3 in the morning, inspiration, can I go back to sleep now? But can you do it? Do you know what that thing is? I think our educational system has failed us because it didn't ever involve a single day where they said in class or in school, let's find our passion in life. And it can evolve because my passion for chemistry led me to my passion for coral reefs, which led me to my passion to inspiration, which led me to my passion for Austin, Texas. So that's how the dance works, right? One passion is like a springboard to many, many others. But you got to start somewhere.